we're going to learn about important verbs in English. And a verb is a word that explains or talks about a feeling or a state or an action. So for example, here we've got I love apples. I love apples. That's how you feel about apples. And you've got I am a teacher. I am a student. I am Scottish. And that's a state. And for an action, we've got I dance in my house. I cook in my kitchen. I run in the gym. I listen to music. So there's three very important verbs that we learn first. And the most important one is the verb to be. And we first learn person, which means all the different people that can feel this. So we have I, and we have you, he for boys, she for girls, and it for animals, or if we're talking about a table or a bed, something that isn't a boy or a girl. We, when we're talking about a group of us, including ourselves, and they when we're talking about a group but not with us in the group. So they can be one, two or three or four. So 2 boys would be they, and 25 boys would also be they. Whenever we're learning a verb, we like to learn it in the positive, as a negative, and a question. So I am, we talked about this earlier, I am a teacher. You are a student. He is a doctor. She is a hairdresser. It is a beautiful day. We are at college or at home. They are at the supermarket. And these are all the positive parts of the verb to be. Now the negative, it just means not. It's the opposite. So we would have I am not. You are not. He is not. She is not. It is not. We are not, and they are not. And you can see here we've got quite a lot of the same sorts of verbs. So he, she and it, you can see, are always the same. And we, they and you are always the same. The one that's different is I. Now with these, you can always make them a little bit smaller. You are not, we shorten in English, you aren't. And again, we can see that, we can use that here. You are not, you aren't, they are not, they aren't. And the same for we. Here, he is not, we can make shorter, he isn't. And again, like I said to you, it's the same for she and for it. And here what I mean by question. In English, how do we ask a question? Well, if I say I am a teacher, how does somebody ask me the question? And it's quite simple. All that we really do is we take the verb to be, and we turn it around. Instead of I am, it becomes am I. You are you. He is he, she is she, Don't forget your question marks. It is it, we are they are, are we, and they are they. And that's the verb to be, always learning it in the positive, the negative, and the question. So an example, I am a teacher. You are a student. He is a boy. Now, these are all positive. Let's make a negative one. She isn't a student. It isn't Tuesday. We aren't, we could have a feeling here, happy. Let's do a positive one. They are happy. So, positive, I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, they are. Negative, I am not, you aren't, he isn't, she isn't, it isn't, we aren't, they aren't. And question, am I, are you, is he, is she, is it, are we, are they? And your example, I am a teacher, you are a student, he is a boy, she isn't a student, it isn't Tuesday, we aren't happy, they are happy. And that's the verb to be.